Slimy, yet satisfying.
What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another live reaction. Yes, it has been a light summer in terms of presentations. There's no Nintendo Direct, there's no State of Play yet. So I didn't really react to... What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another live reaction, this time for the Ubisoft Forward. Oh god, professionalism, it's already begun. The summer has been kind of light for presentations. There was the Xbox showcase, but aside from that and the opening night live for Gamescom, my hair's a mess, there wasn't that much to react to. And there is the fun part of the fact that, clearly you can see by my backdrop, I'm living in a new place. I've moved since then, and I'm still setting up. I'm still setting up my place to the point where, this mic actually isn't, connected. Like, the arm worked, I'm missing a bolt somehow in the move, so I gotta get a new one. But yeah, so we're going, talk show host, presenter style for this. Summer had been kind of light, for presentations. But I'm a big Ubisoft fan. I love Assassin's Creed. I love all the side stuff they do. So they've already, the new Assassin's Creed already leaked. Obviously, there's Mario plus Rabbids. But overall, Ubisoft is, I really do love Ubisoft as a company because, again, the thing I always joke about is their EA with morals. They're 100%, their main focus is just making money, but I feel like they try and make good games and good products to do that goal compared to EA, where they nickel and dime and do loot boxes and whatnot. So aside from that, we'll see what other stuff, obviously, during the previews, they showed Skull and Bones. That's a thing that I keep forgetting exists. Steep or Riders Republic. Like, Ubisoft has a lot of different varied franchises. They could do a new Rayman Legends. I'm expecting Assassin's Creed, them to explain what Infinity is. But aside from that, yeah, hey, look, we're already getting a new Assassin's Creed, and it's not an RPG, so I'm happy. Adult only. Sexy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ubisoft Forward.
We're here backstage, and we've got a great pre-show coming up with updates on a bunch of fan-favorite games before we kick off the main show.
So this is just a pre-show. So
Mario plus Rabbids and Sparks of Hope, or get ready to sail the high seas in Skull and Bones.
you got me, Ubisoft. You tricked me. You bamboozled me. Oh, so I don't know if that's what it is. But yeah, Immortal Phoenix Risings. That would also be a good showcase.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into the September edition.
Okay, let's get it done. For real. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
I'm one of your hosts, Neil and Kumar.
I'm Yusuf Nagib, and
Yusuf! Woo-woo!
this year we're global. Streaming a
I don't know Yusuf personally. He seems like a really cool dude. I love anytime he presents these presentations.
So we got you all covered.
Yo, Neelam, I love this studio. I feel like we're big time now. Come a long way from being interns. I mean, look at us. Hey, come on, look at us.
Look at us. Who would have thought?
Not me. Did they just do the Paul Rudd meme?
At the Ubisoft Forward pre-show, you should already be caught up on some super exciting updates from current releases. And now, in the next few minutes, we'll show you what you can expect from our live and upcoming games, concluding with a very special Assassin's Creed showcase.
I don't.
In fact, let's check in with them right now.
Crank this up.
Well, hello.
I don't. There we go.
The Assassin's Creed showcase coming up later in the show.
We'll celebrate the 15th anniversary of the
Well, I'm sorry, what? There's a showcase inside the showcase? It's showcase-ception.
We'll be catching up with the Assassin's Creed crew later in the show. But we also wanted to remind you that
There's also those
you're all
rumors.
eligible for a 3-month subscription.
There's also the rumors that they're going to remake 1, which
For more
I
information,
would not be opposed to. It's been long enough. Like they said, it's been 15 years.
And what a better way to start the show than by diving
I just hope it's more than a graphical update.
This latest adventure, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
Because I liked how the original, you had to gather information, hunt down clues, do all that other stuff. It just was a bit tedious. So hopefully they could find a way to streamline it. I actually played the original Kingdom Battle when it was made free for the Nintendo Online, and honestly, I really enjoyed it for what it was. Like I definitely want to get back to it. I still have my save file because that's how invested I am in playing this game eventually. So, not right now, but one day.
Hello everyone. A few months ago, we gave you an exclusive
David
Mario
Solade
plus
or Solani.
Rabbids, showcasing the game's unique mix of turn-based combat, real-time action, and
Like, I know this sounds dumb. That was my only complaint with the original was,
deep dive
oh,
of
it's
our
just
unique
real-time battles.
hero.
And
Thank you so
there was a
much
few
for
puzzles and
your
whatnot, but
tremendous feedback.
it was pretty much
And I know
just
you all want to see more gameplay.
it was just the battles, and I was like, all right, you know, this is cool, but I can only do the same battle over and over. Like, I wish there was environmental puzzles or like,
Including
you know, different ways to incorporate the team squad stuff into that compared to just pure battles. But again, still great. Still love the first one. And I will definitely check out Sparks of Hope at some point eventually.
Welcome to this new video about Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Today, our heroes
Beepo!
in their quest to save the sparks.
The little robot who swore up a storm, and it freaked me out.
Is struck by a drought caused by Curse's malevolent influence.
Go now! Get out of my face! I sick of you. Yeah, see, like, even, not in a bad way, but
Planet blossom again. Mario and his friends must reach the top of the volcano. To get there, they will have to find their way to the central station and take the Wiggler train.
the Wiggler train.
Terra Flora, like all the planets of Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, is packed with secrets.
See, not
collectibles,
not even in a bad way, this just very much looks like a sequel to the first game. It's like, yep, that,
Heroes can interact with the environment in various ways. To uncover
ah! Look, they did the exact thing I bitched about 5 seconds ago.
There are many interesting places to visit and secrets to discover on Terra Flora. Giant
Also,
planes,
I don't believe there's a difficulty slider, but they also, the only other complaint I had was that I used Mario, Luigi, and Rabbid Peach. And, like, I didn't really feel the need to use the other people. Because, what was it? Mario's the main, Luigi has the long range, and then Rabbid Peach could heal. So I'm like, I didn't really feel the need to use the other characters. So, hopefully you could do that, where they add different incentives or different reasons. Oh, that Wiggler's pissed. We did it, I guess. I don't know what the hell we did. Sit over, just over here. I love how Bowser can go from, like,
enraged by Curse.
cursing Mario 1 minute to being best bros the next. It's like, yo, why are you picking on my Mario?
Mario and his friends will face numerous enemy archetypes on the battlefield, each with specific strengths and weaknesses. We need to prepare accordingly. Let's pick Bowser first. His huge health stats will allow him to sustain heavy damage.
I need to double check, but is the new one just Bowser and then the emo rabbit?
While the other heroes focus on the darkness eyes. We'll keep
I-
Mario in the top
okay, I
to take
guess.
advantage of his great mobility skills.
Actually, no, because there was Yoshi. There was Yoshi rabbit. So
Now,
they took some away.
there are
Oh,
dozens of sparks you can
fantastical, radical, chatical.
grant elemental damage, resistances, help control the battlefield, and much more. Ethering will help Rabbid Rosalina getting behind enemy lines to wreak havoc.
To wreak havoc.
We're done prepping, so now is the time to fight. Let's activate Mario Spark Aquanox to gain additional splash damage. Thanks to the splash effect, Mario can push the Uzo out of the train while he destroys the electric barrel with his second attack. Rabbit Rosalina can finish the Uzo off.
Like,
While Bowser
what is it?
can
I know Mario had the hammer.
attack radius with Bazooka to destroy two dogs.
And I know this sounds stupid looking at the gameplay, but I'm still gonna say it. Like, I would like if Bowser was a melee character. Like, they need to have a character who's just, you know,
Rid of them quickly.
what was it? Because I did like how, again, Mario was my main, so he had the hammer.
Let's use Mario
So
Spark
you could do the long range, or you could do up close, and like the strategy of sneaking up to enemies and whatnot.
hero side.
Like the first game's fun. It's missing that special sauce for me. That's something like, yeah, that makes me gonna go apeshit. Otherwise, it's like, yeah, it's pretty good.
Get his revenge.
If I saw it in a bargain bin or on sale,
His
I'd get it.
lightning damage ability, combined with the devastating power of Zephyr Break and Chakra Spark, and Mario's support fire, will make short work of this group of enemies.
Cool.
Teamwork and synergies are key to gain the upper hand in battle. Now that the back of the train is clear, we must reach the locomotive to destroy the Darkness Eyes on the Wiggler's back. This won't be easy, as the Lone Wolves will react by shooting any moving hero coming into range. They inflict heavy damage to Bowser. Thankfully, Exosphere, his shield spark, absorbs some of the damage. Brute Force won't make it here. It's time for a stealthy move with Rabbit Rosalina.
Yeah, let's see it.
Her spark, Ethering, can turn her invisible, allowing
See,
her to
again,
Lone
th-
Wolf safe.
this looks to be a solid
Now
follow-up.
that we are close to them, we can use her signature
It just still
ability
doesn't have that special. That's the worst part. I often have these discussions with people where I'm like, you know, it's not quite there, and then people are like, what do you want from it? And I'm like,
safely and focus on the
I
dark
don't
side.
know. I want something, and it's not giving me it. I'm not quite sure what it is.
Turns have passed. Only 2 Darkness Eyes remain, but new powerful enemies have spawned.
Because
and
like
even
a lot of the
Darkness
what was it?
Eyes
At least in the parts I got up to before the trial ended, it was just the same 3 mission archetypes of like kill all the enemies, survive up to wave 5, or reach the end. And it wasn't about necessarily killing, it was just reaching the thing. And so, you know, that's why I would have characters like Luigi who have extra steps and whatever.
The Wiggler is defeated, and our heroes can resume their journey. I hope you enjoyed this very special battle. That's all for now.
That's all. No more.
I hope you also enjoyed seeing an old friend from Nintendo in there. This was only a first taste of our new take on combat. It has intuitive gameplay with huge tactical possibilities. Thanks to the multiple combination of sparks and ingredients available in the game, anyone can create combos as marvelous as they are powerful.
Cool.
The release is almost there, and we are hard at work to polish our game and deliver
Ah,
the
little
best
bomb-omb.
Mario plus Rabbids experience on October 20. We cannot wait for you all to discover this brand new adventure. And that's not all. We have one more big thing to reveal. This cosmic journey will not stop at launch. We have so many wild
Okay,
ideas
cool,
that we
cool.
want to explore.
It makes sense. They did the Donkey Kong DLC,
It's
so.
a bit early to announce all of it, but I couldn't resist to give you a small peek of what is to come. Our post-launch plans include 3 DLCs, and the third one will even introduce a new special playable hero. For me, as a creator, and for many of the
I don't know
studios,
why. Maybe it's just the way he said it or whatever, but
to have
I
him
I feel like
going
that's
in an
it's
adventure
another third party, or not third party, but it's someone besides Mario and the Rabbids.
I hope you will like
I-
the
God, I
biggest
hate-
surprise of
I'm trying to
our
comb my
season.
hair. There we go.
Thank you.
Ah, whatever. You get the messy hair. But yeah, I don't know why. Just the way he said that made me feel like it was gonna be Kirby or Zelda or something. Wait! Wait! No. No. No! I was fucking right! I was fucking right! That's weird as fuck, but okay.
I love the rabbits and I love the world of Mario, and I'm so glad to see
It also blows. I understand, you know, but it still blows my mind that they now consider rabbits a separate franchise. Like, yeah, I guess they've had enough games and shows and whatnot to be their own thing. It's just so weird that a spin-off is now considered this own franchise.
Let's deep dive into the world of Skull and
Like,
Bones.
I'm sure there's a way, but I wouldn't be shocked if at some point in the future we get a Rabbids movie.
The end of the 17th century, when ruthless corporations ruled the seas with an iron fist.
Yep, nothing about ruthless corporations owning society.
United a battle
Nope, I'm so glad that's over and that's not a thing anymore.
world's most valuable trade routes. A flood of exotic goods from the Indian Ocean stormed the West, creating new addictions and a violent race for control. And where there's blood, there are predators.
Where there's blood, there's fire. Oh wait, that analogy doesn't work, but whatever, I'm still gonna make it.
This new breed of pirates will show no mercy. Sailing through dangerous waters, they created secret trading networks and built their pirate empires.
See, you know, I understand this is everyone's complaint, but my biggest issue with Skull and Bones is I just feel like they're trying to.
Skull and Bones.
How do I describe it? They're trying to market it to be something it's not. That, you know, if they just said from the start, hey, this is a tactical RPG, and like, oh, you're the captain, you're whatever, you know, you're the helmsman, like, but they're very much leaning into the pirate aspect, which is fine, but there's no. It's not like Black Flag, so you can't really be that much of a pirate if you're stuck to your boat. Like, I feel like
Here you kickstart your ascent as a pirate kingpin by manufacturing and smuggling illegal and high-value goods to sell to the highest.
did they add people when I wasn't looking?
You'll now be the one calling the shots. But with all the riches now for you taking, you'll also have more to lose. So beware. The vultures are circling, biding their time to strike you down. Will you fend off pirate rogues, eyeing your cargo as you extract your contraband, or undone rivals who want a piece of your pie? Maybe you'll plunder forts for their stockpiles and flood the black markets, or even go on treasure hunts to dig up valuable hidden stashes. We've been gathering your feedbacks through our insider programs and other channels. It's an ongoing process that helps us shape Skull and Bones.
See,
Here is what some of our participants have to say about the program.
okay.
Greetings, pirates. Captain Flynn here.
My name's Sam, more commonly known as Mr. Stainless.
I'm Bildane.
My name is Spamos. My name's Hippo TC. My name's Mitchell.
I don't even mean this in a rude way. I've never heard of any of these people. I understand that's just the way streaming works, and there's so many different communities.
I've actually been part of the
But it is just like weird, like, oh hey, it's Mr. Stainless, Caplet Flick.
And pillage my way through multiple tests.
Okay, he seems nice.
The play tests that I've been doing
Um,
have been a lot of fun.
One of the things that I enjoy about it the most is streamlined feedback, actually reaching the developers.
The developers are passionate about this game.
I get to connect with other gamers
Yeah.
who are just as
No, but yeah, like what was it? Like, I guess if they added like an RTS, like an over-the-head camera and all this other stuff, and then you could go down and you could do the individual battles, and have that thing of like, oh, do you want to, you know, do this or that? Like, I don't. I just feel again, this is just. I understand that's their whole point, but I just feel this is like a marketing issue where
High seas, be it friend,
people wouldn't be as harsh on this game if it was just presented as an RTS or as a strategy game.
A pirate's work is never done. As your fleet grows, so will our game. As in the pirate tales of old, you will always find a ship at the center of the story. One so terrifying that most will flee on sight. That is what we want for our pirates. Your ship is your entire world. It is where your success will be decided and how you will be recognized. In Skull and Bones, to build a unique ship that inspires fear onto your enemies, there 3 steps.
Yeah, 3
Step
steps.
1, pick your weapons and ammo. This will make or break your battles. From piercing ammo that ignores armor and causes flooding, to tearing ammo that rips your enemy cells apart, slowing them down for an easy kill. My favorite is crushing as it deals a devastating blow to most armor. Step 2, choose your armor. With our game's weapon counter system, there will be an armor that can counter each damage type. That's how we keep tension high at sea.
Okay, like the menu's kind of there.
It's the look of your ship. Put on your scariest war paint and head out with a ship that is instantly recognizable. Making this quick adjustment will transform you from sneaky smuggler to hard-hitting hunters or swift traders. Now, when you are out in the open sea, it's always best to have a friend or two to watch your back. In our PvVP world, you can choose to switch off PvP to prevent any friendly fire as well. Lastly, our game will be crossplay at launch, so you can pirate with your friends no matter what platform they are on. Until then,
I do think we're not like 100% there yet, but I do. It's pretty dope that we're like 90% there. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it's that unreasonable for most games to launch with crossplay going forward, like after 2022. You know, there's just the random outlier. It's like, oh wait, that's not crossplay. Okay, but like for the most part, I feel like crossplay is just the standard now, which is awesome. You know, again, more you can play with your friends and do that other stuff. That's awesome. Bert, what? What are you doing to my loins?
Destiny is calling.
Rule the seas with an iron fist.
On her lips.
I just feel bad because it's like, well, okay, that's a good trailer. It kind of sets it up. It's like, man, if that was the God, why can I not tell my left from my right?
Gee, I love you too.
It's not a love.
Skull and Bones were released this year on Xbox Series, PS5, and
Do we have a date for that?
All right, we're on to the next title.
Oh wait, no, because he just said this year.
But
But yeah, if that was the trailer that was shown when it was revealed, I feel like that would have been people would cool, random pirate game, whatever. It's just the fact that it's coming off a Black Flag, it's coming off all this other stuff. It's just a marketing thing, and I feel bad for it. Like, I feel so bad for games where they are a good game and they're just marketed wrong, and then people kind of have these undue expectations. Also, no, there's no release date for Skull and Bones. So. Cool. Oh no, yeah, because it was just okay. That's cool. Okay, no, this is cool. No appendices. Because all I was gonna say is like, it's weird it's not into it, but I guess the original one was more like motorsports, like what is it, like dirt bikes and gliding and stuff like that. So this is cool. It's good to see they're supporting this game so far past launch. I don't even remember if it was this year. Vans, fly bikes, and more. Dope. What? Wait, what? I couldn't play free. What? Oh god, there's a lot going on. I was gonna say I couldn't tell.
Riders Republic Season 4 and the BMX add-on launches in just 4 days.
Was that a snowboard?
And guess what? You can play Riders Republic for free on all platforms. Details are below.
I feel like it's probably just a starter or a trial.
One of our most successful online action role-playing games.
Yep, it's time to catch up on the world of Tom Clancy's The Division.
I thought they were gonna say For Honor, so.
Hello everyone, I'm Daria Ilina, community developer for Tom Clancy The Division 2. After more than 3 years, Tom Clancy The Division 2 is still releasing new content, and we have exciting times ahead. To recap, Season 9 Hidden Alliance brought you so much more than just a continuation of the story. We introduced Countdown and no
See, I know,
game mode, plus the brand new progression feature.
This is probably a dumb take, but like,
new ways to progress
I
your
kind of
content
miss
and
the
further
era where
increase
games
build
were just
variety
done.
and viability.
And I'm not even
And it's
talking
not
about the
over.
old school
The Division
game
2 is
of like,
scheduled to receive two
oh,
more
you know,
major updates this year, Season
in
10
my day
and
there was
Season
no
11.
DLC. Everything came
You
on the
will be
disc.
able to
Like,
enjoy Season
I'm
10
fine with
Price
DLC.
Power
I'm
in
fine with
just
them
a
adding
few
multiple
days.
seasons, but
It will introduce
for me
additional
personally, it's just like,
difficulty modes for Countdown
it's
to
been
push
2
your spark
years.
to the
Like,
limit,
you know,
add an array of
you've
long-awaited
had your
major
moment,
plot
you've had your
changes,
time.
and set you on the
Move
path
on to the next
uncover
thing.
the
That
glowing
would be my
balance
thing. Like,
between
do one or
Natalia
two
Sokolova and
updates,
General Anderson. And, when
and
it
then
comes
just
to
move on to the
ensuring
next
the
thing.
agent looks the best for the new Manhunt, we've got you covered.
Because just the way they're discussing this
Shape
game, they're like,
Paragon
oh,
and
you know,
Dark Path
oh,
Afro
this,
events are
it's
packed
been
with a
going for 2
variety of
years,
new
and it's
outfits
probably gonna
and
go for
variety
another
to give
2.
your
It's like,
agent a unique look.
why don't you
To
just make a
2022
Division
for
3?
The Division 2, Season 11 will continue the Division story.
Especially because
Not
I
only
don't.
introducing new Manhunt
I don't even.
targets,
Is
but
Division
also
2
some
on
familiar faces and
next
new
gen
allies.
consoles?
It will also feature a brand new
Because
PvE
I'd
mode,
have to
expanding the
double check, but you might
variety
have.
of
I think you
activities
can only
and
play
playability
it
in
through
game. We'll
the
share
PS4
more
and Xbox
details
One
about all
version
those
on next
features
gen.
later this year. Now we want to reiterate our commitment to the long-term future of the
Yeah,
Division
see?
2, which is fully supported by our talented developers from Ubisoft teams across the globe. With this in mind, we're happy to announce that we are committed to and have started working on The Division Year 5. The future is bright for The Division 2 and for the Division franchise as a whole. Now I'll hand over to Carrie to introduce you to Tom Clancy The Division's Heartland.
Oh, here we
For the
go.
last few years, the team at Red Storm Entertainment has been hard at work creating an all-new experience.
Yeah, according to
set
Google,
in
it's
the world of The
only
Division. You've
PS4 and
already
Xbox
rebuilt
One.
operations in
So like that's
Manhattan.
my thing is I
You've
feel like
responded
a
to the call in
console
Washington, D.C.,
a
and
console
now you're
generation
living
is
in
a good
small town
point
of
to start a new
Silver
game,
Creek,
even
right
though
in the
people get upset
heartland of
about that with like
America.
Destiny 2 and
Today
whatnot,
we're
but
excited to share
I
a
feel like,
first
alright,
look
cool.
at the game
The Division
and some
2 was
updates
on
from our
PS4.
studio.
Make
Here's
the
our creative
Division
director, Keith
3 for
Evans, to tell
PS5.
you a little bit on what to expect in the Division Heartland.
That being said, let's see what this is, because I'm a cheapskate, so I love a free.
Hey everyone, we're so excited to show you Heartland, an all-new standalone adventure in the Division universe. The teams poured their heart into this game, and we can't wait to share it with you.
Because the one thing I did like about my experience with the Division games, so I like building up your base and building up the
I'm
settlements.
Keith Evans, creative director in Heartland at Red Storm Entertainment. We've been
Ah,
involved here at Red Storm with
done
the
it
Division
again.
going back before the first game launched. Our partnership with Massive Entertainment made some games that we love. We're so excited to bring something new to fans of the franchise.
Yeah, okay.
Heartland's a free-to-play survival action shooter set in the Division universe that features streamlined survival gameplay and a beautiful new world to explore. You play as a Division agent, given the task of protecting Silver Creek, a small town in Middle America, from enemy factions, rogue agents, and a deadly contamination. This game ties directly into the timeline and introduces all new characters and storylines to the franchise.
I also feel so bad for
feels
stuff like
fresh
that. Like,
and
you know,
distinct
some
while
writer
still
poured
feeling
his
at
heart
home
into this,
alongside
and
the other
90% of
amazing
gamers don't
games in this
care.
universe.
They're like, I'm just here to shoot stuff.
We can't
I'm
wait to have
okay,
you
cool.
join
Protect the
us
base.
in
That's all I
Silver
need to
Creek.
know. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Follow the official Division
Exactly
social
what I
channels
thought,
to
but
learn more
nothing.
about the journey the team has taken and the important role of player feedback in the evolution of the Heartland experience. And register now for upcoming tests at thedivisionheartland.com. Finally, a few weeks ago, we welcomed a new entrance in the Division franchise on mobile, the Division Resurgence. This new opus brings the acclaimed AAA experience to mobile with the addition of a new storyline, factions, and much more. The team is hard at work preparing what comes next, so it is our great pleasure to be able to give you an update on the game. We wanted to take a moment to thank everyone who has participated in the closed alpha.
I will say, I do find it very interesting, was it, because yesterday was the Disney presentation. I think it's crazy how,
Your feedback has been
well, let me
priceless
just turn
as
that
we
down
keep
a bit.
fine-tuning and improving
I do think it's crazy how, what was it, the Avatar game is like mobile, and this is a mobile game, and like, obviously I'm not the first person to say that. I do find it interesting how the mobile market has kind of shifted from being,
with a look at the trailer.
you know, cheap match 3 puzzle games basically to full-fledged games you just play on your phone. Which I'm not complaining, you know, it's interesting. It's just, it's very interesting how the market has shifted. We're quote unquote getting legitimate games on mobile, like games you could port to console, and they would be full package games. Yeah, because even this, like, there's no way my phone can run this. My phone can't run, what is it? Oh, I can't remember. My phone can't, my phone's only like 5 years old, but yeah, there's no way my phone can run this. If it's as good as this and looks this amazing, like, no, my phone's probably going to be trash. It has trouble running Pokemon Go, for Pete's sake. Oh no! He was friends! Friends don't shoot other friends in the back. Closed beta coming this fall. Okay, so next year at the earliest.
We're super excited to see the Dark Zone coming to mobile. If you want to get a chance to test it out, don't forget to register now on the Resurgence website.
Oof, I want that sweet, sweet multiplayer action in the palm of my hands.
Speaking of which, there's another iconic multiplayer game that was recently announced, Rainbow Six Mobile. Let's take a quick look at what the dev team has for us following their successful closed alpha test.
Wait, so yeah, even Rainbow Six Mobile, is this new? I don't remember hearing this, but like, I'm legitimate. Like, again, I hate part of the reason I don't play more mobile games besides my phone being trash. I don't like touch interface, and I'm legitimately wondering how much companies are starting to factor in stuff like the backbone and being able to sync a PlayStation, or an Xbox. I believe in Switch can. Well, I know Switch can be used on Steam, but I'm wondering how much they're actually designing these games with the intent that people are going to use accessories and controllers compared to just playing it on the touchscreen. Because, like, a lot of these games, it's like, this seems like it's going to be a nightmare to run on, like, to control on a phone, let alone performance.
Rainbow Six Mobile is a free-to-play game designed from the ground up specifically for mobile devices. When we started production, our objective was crystal clear: to bring the Rainbow Six universe to the mobile platform and allow more people than ever before from all around the world to enjoy this competitive, tactical, and team-based FPS experience. Our mission is to develop the best Rainbow Six experience possible on mobile, and we can only do that with your help. The dev team and I first want to thank our community for all your support.
I know I'm being cynical. It's just weird that, like, it's always like, we need your help. It's like, bro, you're making the game. You're in charge of this. Just make the game. I understand what they're saying. They want performance. They want, you know, a lot of stuff that can't be done in the development cycle, and only in playtesting.
I'm very happy to announce that we are entering a new phase for Rainbow Six Mobile.
Beta. Yep. I called it. See, like, again, I know they're, like, I'm one of those losers. I write out Amazon reviews. I write out Google Map reviews. Like, I'm the loser who actually does those things. So I do understand it. It is just weird where they're like, oh, you know, the open beta, you guys are going to share your experiences. I doubt most people even do the surveys or whatever. I remember with Nintendo, Club Nintendo, My Nintendo, people were complaining because, like, to get the points, you just had to do a small survey, and it was like 7 questions. It was very simple stuff like, are you the gamer in the house? What games do you play? What genres do you play? How much do you spend in a week? All right, cool, thanks. Here's some points. And I know people got upset about that. And that was for free stuff. Like, I don't know how many people are really doing these beta surveys.
As we continue along this exciting road to release, we must move forward alongside you, our players and fans. We believe this is
I also love how he goes left and right and left and right.
dedicated to developing Rainbow Six Mobile in as transparent and collaborative way as possible with our players. Now, you may be wondering, in which countries the closed beta will be available starting this
Canada's
Monday?
getting fucked.
Well, you'll find the answers in this next video. Thank you for all your support.
If the answer's not all of them, then why make a fucking trailer? Ubisoft original. I would love to just want to be like a Ubisoft derivative, a Ubisoft follow-up. See, like, these graphics are like, obviously, again, I know it is a trailer and they fudge stuff, but like, how is this gonna run on a phone? This is insanity. Like, there's way too many buttons and cover and whatnot. That or the whole screen's just gonna be like icons for you to do. Oh, Canada is there. Nice. Nice. For a chance. Doesn't mean you're getting in. Fuck you. Slip me a $5. Then we'll talk.
The Rainbow Six Mobile closed beta starts on September 12th.
Here at Ubisoft, we're developing some world-class partnerships with some very big players in the industry. Here to tell you a little bit more about it is a very special
PlayStation Plus, come on.
Hi, I'm Mike Perdue from Netflix. As you know, we've started to offer a selection of mobile games on our service.
Oh, okay, not where we're going.
I'm excited to announce
I was talking to someone on Facebook the other day, and it was like, whatever happened to the Netflix show? I think that was, oh god, I just showed him. I think it was the start of this year, but like, what's going on with that? I know Netflix is, the punching bag lately, especially with Resident Evil, but I'm still excited for the
a sequel to the award-winning first game, directed by the original core
What?
team and available to play in January 2023.
What?
Next up, the second installment of Mighty Quest, also coming to Netflix in 2023. And last, but certainly not least, fans of Assassin's Creed will be able to immerse themselves in the Assassin's Creed universe through both a live-action series and an original mobile game. We'll be sharing more details on each of these titles as we get closer to launch.
I will say, like, I understand it's hard. Netflix Games is making moves. The only issue is that you have to play them off your phone, which I know sounds dumb. It's just one of those things like you kind of forget about it. I wish there was a way they could find a way to stream it to the TV.
Ubisoft and Netflix, now that's something to celebrate.
And speaking of having something to celebrate, the next project shows how video games have grown. We don't just play them, we make movies based on them. And sometimes TV shows about making them.
Hey.
And on that note, let's take a sneak peek at Season 3 of Mythic
I was
Quest.
about to say.
Hello, everyone at Ubisoft Forward. I'm Rob McElhenney.
I don't. What is the connection here? I don't understand.
On Apple TV Plus. For those of you who've seen the show, we can't wait for you to watch Season 3. For those of
Like,
you
I've
who
heard great
haven't seen
things. I've seen some great clips.
This is the series
But
for you.
what does this have to do with Ubisoft?
Making a fake game, but produced by a real gaming company that makes real game elements for our fake game. Not to mention, we have actors like Ashley Birch, who are real gaming professionals, even though they play fake characters. You know what? Why don't you just watch this teaser for Season 3? It'll explain everything a lot better than I just did. And in case you're wondering, no, you don't need any new gear to watch Apple TV Plus. You can literally watch it on the same gaming console you play on.
With a subscription.
This is where the magic happens.
This is my legacy.
Our legacy.
Our legacy, whatever.
It's not my legacy. Where are we with the expansion?
Let's just be reasonable adults.
No.
Something bad is gonna happen.
We'll get you into programming school.
Local. MQ will pay for it.
I think I gotta go to Berkeley.
Yeah, that's impossible.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. Go ahead and cuff me.
Oh my god!
Did I miss something?
We're leaving you and Mythic Quest.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Wait, when did he get a mustache? Oh, now he's clean shaven.
Our future.
This is my dream. We really did it. We just made $50 million.
No.
What?
We're not gonna take the money.
No.
Yes.
I'm glad you're back. You know, as janitor, I see a lot of things, but you have nothing to worry about. There's nothing like strange or nefarious going on. And even if there was,
Again, a good show. What the fuck does this have to do with Ubisoft? Aside from the fact that I guess they're consultants on the show, or they...
Lines are so Web 1.
Obviously, they can't do it because of licensing, but I think it would be pretty cool if... well, because with Netflix Gaming, Monument Valley is one of the games they offered, and I know that's part of House of Cards. So, like, it would be cool if Ubisoft made the games that they're making in the show,
Doesn't matter what I believe about myself.
so that the show is fictional, but the game is real. I don't know. I just don't understand the connection. This would be to me like EA making a horror film for Netflix, and it's just like, okay, but what does this have to do with EA? It's not Dead Space. It's not whatever. It's just a horror film by EA. Okay. Dope on a rope.
I really love Mythic Quest. I'm so happy the show got renewed for a season 3.
Same here. Whether you've played every Ubisoft game in existence or more of a casual fan, there's something for everyone here at Ubisoft Forward.
Which brings us to a very special offer that we definitely haven't referenced before. Check this out.
What if we told you that Ubisoft makes the games you know and love, and that's only the beginning of so much more?
Again, everyone has a service. It's fine. It's just see, this is a prime example. Uplay Plus is not a bad service in theory because they give you all the DLC, they give you free virtual currency, they give you the legacy content. That's all good. Why is it like $16 a month? That's more than PlayStation Plus. That's more than Switch Online. Like, yeah, like, okay, cool. Yeah, you get the DLC and the add-ons, which probably, in terms of math, is probably cheaper, but I don't know. Just...
You thought Ubisoft only made open worlds? And guess what? Try it all for free
Blah, blah, blah,
starting
blah,
now
blah, blah,
until
blah, blah.
October 10th. Hours and hours of
I'm recording this on the 10th. They're only doing it for a month. What the hell? Oh, wait, yeah, sorry. Oh! Oh! Wait, did he do that? I don't know. That would be cool, but yeah, even still.
What an offer. A free 1-month trial to Ubisoft Plus where you can enjoy playing some of our best games. Details, as always, are below.
Neelam, you could fit a lot of free games in a 1 month.
You sure can. So be
Not really. Not Valhalla. That's to take you like months and months.
Trackmania fans are going to be excited about.
We think you're really going to like this next trailer. Check it out.
Ubisoft Original. World premiere. The Crew 3. Trackmania. Yeah, okay, there it is. Yeah, again, I've never played Trackmania myself, but I've heard good things about it. I've heard it is a very enjoyable experience. Was that a steering wheel or was that a phone? Best not be a phone, Ubisoft. I'm watching you. VR? Oh god, this would fuck me up. I would get sick doing this. Trackmania. Oh no, it's on Xbox though. I swore they did track.
Hello everyone. I'm Augustin De Vita, producer on Trackmania at Ubisoft Nadeo. To the excitement of its 10 million fans, Trackmania is back on consoles and streaming platforms early 2023.
Wasn't it back already?
And the first bit of good news is that crossplay and cross-progression will be available across all platforms.
It was like
PS4,
Trackmania Turbo or
PS5,
something, but it's on PS4.
Xbox One, Xbox Series, Stadia, and Luna.
Luna.
Trackmania is free to play with no microtransaction, but we do offer 2 premium access that unlock
So
even
Trackmania
more
Turbo
social
was
and community
2016,
features.
which...
You will still experience that same
Okay,
adrenaline
sure.
rush on extraordinary tracks, be it solo or online with hundreds of live opponents. We have lots of features to keep you racing. There's a new seasonal official campaign.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Esports
I'm just not a...
Track of the Day,
I'm a grumpy old man, so I don't like it when...
the Track of the Day, which highlights our players' creativity.
They do the soft reboot thing where it's like, oh, there's Trackmania. There's no headline or turbo. Like, it's not a reboot. Yeah, it's not a reboot. It's not a new timeline or whatever. It's the next Trackmania. It's like, what is it? Because it was Need for Speed on the PS1, and then there was Need for Speed on like PS4.
The game is stronger than ever, with 280,000
Might have been, yeah, PS4.
tracks created by players worldwide.
Because then I have to do that annoying thing. It's like, oh, I'm excited for Need for Speed 2022. Like, you have to add the year or the suffix to separate it.
With car skin customization, private rooms, as well as campaigns
Yeah,
and
let's go.
competitions organized by the players for the players. We're looking forward to reuniting the complete Trackmania community in one single world, no matter where and how you play, starting early 2023. Welcome to the club.
What happened to the crew?
I love me some Trackmania. I can't wait to hop online and play against all my friends.
I'm sure the both of you will have a great time.
Oh, Trackmania is now free with Ubisoft Plus.
Moving on, let's jam out to our next release.
It's for Rocksmith Plus, right?
Sure.
See, again, like, you know,
Ever dreamed of learning the guitar?
we're winding down.
For you.
What is it? I believe the presentation's like an hour or so, or 44 minutes. And we're like 50 minutes in, and it's like, okay, we've seen a good swath of games. It's not just open world shooters. I haven't really lost my shit for any of them, but you can't deny there isn't variety here. Learn at your own pace. Oh, that's cool. Whoa! Whoa! See, this is my point. It's like, what, Ubisoft Plus is $15 a month, and that's like $8, so you're gonna make people charge almost $30 a month just for 2 services? Like, no. No. Oh, yeah.
How could I forget? Well, for those of you who like tearing it up on the dance floor like Yusuf, our next game is right up your alley. This year, get ready to step into a new era of Just Dance. Let's check out all the exciting surprises the team's been working on.
I love that everyone's just vibing. They don't notice the fucking bowling bar that flew through the TV. Oh, shit. Her arm got stretched. It's Just Dance. I don't know what you want me to say. It's Just Dance. Still going. I was about to say, I loved how during the E3 presentations, it was just like a quick, like... Oh, wow, they're actually doing a fucking presentation. I loved how during the E3 presentations, they were just like, hey, Just Dance, here's a trailer. Cool, alright, fuck off.
Over the past decade, Just Dance has become a fan favorite around the world. Whether it offers you an instant mood boost, a sense of community, a creative outlet, or a way to stay active, dancing is a form of expression that speaks to everyone. With this in mind, our passionate team has been hard at work on the latest installment to bring you even more ways to dance.
This year, Just Dance offers a renewed experience with a new art direction, user interface, and an optimized recommendation system.
Oh, that's cool. It looks like a streaming service.
That fits your every mood. We also invite you to discover brand new characters and follow them into immersive stories across rich visual and musical universes inspired by the latest hits and all-time classics.
The game is live at heart, and it will continue to evolve throughout the year with new songs, new game modes, season, and much more. There is always something exciting happening in Just Dance.
For starters, for the first time ever in Just Dance, you can enjoy the new online multiplayer experience that will allow you to dance with whoever you want, no matter where they are. With this feature, you can create private groups of up to 6 people for online dance sessions. Let's check out this new mode together.
Hey, remember when Bowser like smacked that thing with that wiggler? That was cool.
Where you can discover all the activities the game has to offer. Let's welcome our Just Dancers. Hello,
like I don't have anything against Just Dance. Like it's just.
You will be able to group with your friends, interact with them with our new
This seems cool.
And pick the songs you want to party along.
For people who are into it.
Let's jump into the song if you want to party.
The only thing that just upsets me about it is like if this was the new Just Dance, which they might say at the end, but if this was like, hey, we're not doing yearly games anymore, this is Just Dance, the service, and we're gonna update this service yearly, it'd be like cool. But it's like you're just gonna do this again next year, so I can really only get so excited for a yearly game.
Great job, everyone. Let's take a look at the scores. And the winner is Elena. Well done,
Creepy.
Elena. The new score results
Fucking
screen
clowns.
features the new detailed dancer class. Of course, you will be able to personalize your own.
Thanks everyone for joining this session, the first one of many more to come. When you enter Just Dance, you will always have someone to play with, as you will join one united community gathered at the same
Are they
place.
dropping the years?
We can't wait for you to get your hands on the game. We'll leave you with a first glimpse of some of the amazing songs of this year in the Just Dance 2023 edition.
Nope. Nope. That's what I get for getting my hopes up. Also, Can't Stop the Feeling. That song's old. The Just Dancers? KDA. Locked Out of Heaven. See, these are old songs. I'm sure it's new for this year. It's just weird. They're like the 2023 edition with 5 years old songs.
Any excuse, huh?
I mean, it's called Just Dance for a reason. Personally, I can't wait to play with all my friends around the world. And yes,
Did it again.
I have friends around the world.
I swear, every time I think I get the thing.
Holiday season, allowing you to finally dance with your friends wherever they are on the planet. As you might know, 15 years ago, we released a game that changed the world of video games.
You might have heard of it. It's a little thing.
A new gaming universe capable of transporting you back to the Crusades, as Altair took assassinations to the next level. And now, thanks to you, 15 years later, the brand is more alive than ever.
This is why we created a deep dive into the world of Assassin's Creed to show you where the brand is going in the future. And we
Don't
even have
play
several
right now.
surprises and announcements for you.
Don't play right now.
And now, who better to introduce a showcase like this than our CEO, Yves Guillemot.
Yves Guillemot.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for this edition of Ubisoft Forward.
I did not know he was a co-founder.
Congratulate
It's not that he's bad. It's just that I'm shocked he's been with the company so long. I assumed he was like the recent
Thank you for the passion you have for our game.
CEO.
Creating memorable and unique experiences is what drives us every day. Speaking of passion for games,
We
are
got a
celebrating
passion for
50
fashion.
years since the first Assassin's Creed. Altair, Ezio, Arnaud, Bayek, Cassandra, Eivor, many of you have lived memorable moments with these characters, making its story your playground, learning, challenging yourself, and most importantly, having fun. With your support, Assassin's Creed went beyond a collection of games. It helped shape the face of the video game industry and became an inspiration for players and developers around the world. And now, let's see what's next for this fantastic universe.
Come on, Infinity. I mean, I don't want Infinity. I'm vehemently against it, but let's see what... I just want to see what the hell Infinity is. Because I've had a love-hate with Assassin's Creed the last few games where I haven't played Origins, Odyssey, or Valhalla. Because of the RPG element, and also just their scales keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm perfectly... That is a weird 15. I'm perfectly fine with...
Are you ready for this?
Is this a remake?
Of course you are.
Oh, okay, no.
Come on, don't be shy.
Yeah, but so that's why I'm totally fine with Mirage allegedly going back to the older style of games and just being more stealth and action focused.
Be the thorn in history's side. Choose the greatest enemies. The captain.
Yeah, like even Black Flag, I wasn't a fan of the story-wise, but gameplay was fantastic.
The boss is boss. And make even greater friends.
Decent work, Leonardo.
Don't just pick a fight. Start a revolution.
Like, in theory, I'm not opposed to Infinity, because it's cool. Instead of, you know, you give me a new story that's, let's say, 8 hours, and it gives me new locations. That's really all I personally want from Assassin's Creed. I don't need a 500-hour RPG. Like, no, just, all right, cool, we're going to, you know, the Civil War. We're going to World War I. We're going to the American Revolution. We're going, like, even modern-day Assassin's Creed. Like, I'm fine with them just doing new locations and other stuff. So in theory, Infinity would be able to do that without putting the strain of having to buy a new yearly game or having one beefy game that lasts 2 years. But the main thing is, like I said, just I feel like with the last 3 games, they've shifted away what I like for the series, and you know. The non-fans, the people who hated the old Assassin's Creed, they love these new games. They're like, oh, I love it. There's no assassins. There's no Templars. There's no stealth. There's other stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but that's the stuff I personally liked. So it felt a little, but not a betrayal, but
I'm lucky enough to voice Six, who first appeared back in Assassin's Creed 2. Now, Sean sounds exactly like me, which may give you a clue as to the limits of my acting range. We are celebrating 15
but yeah,
years since the release of the first
again, I'm happy other people enjoy the new style. It's just not what I'm looking for, and I hope I'm excited for them to, again, allegedly bring it back.
We've met unforgettable characters and been to breathtaking locations, allowing you to leap into history and relive pivotal moments from our past. It's been a phenomenal 15 years, and we are so glad that you came along for the ride. For the 15-year anniversary of Assassin's Creed, we want to truly celebrate with you, our community. We know that you've been dying to find out what's next for Assassin's Creed, and so...
just on that point, it does sound a lot like you're about to announce a new game or something. And
I am about to announce a new game.
I just thought it'd be nice, seeing as I'm here.
So anyways, it's time to discover what we've been crafting in the shadows.
I hope you brought a trailer at least.
I have. Roll the trailer.
Mirage.
My sins.
Mesa. Are you ready to give up who you once thought you were?
I am.
Ready to sacrifice everything you held close?
I am.
Are you ready to leave your life behind and walk the path of shadows?
I am.
Wait, is okay. I mean, I knew there was the rumors of the remake.
Of the dark, you will come into the light.
Oh no, wait. That's not Altier. That's the woman speaking.
And from the light, you will return to the dark.
Snippy, snippy.
Never forget the tenets you have sworn to uphold. Stay your blade from the flesh of the innocent. Hide in plain sight.
Whoa, okay, okay.
Never compromise.
Yeah, someone pointed out the other day, oh, the hidden blade. That's what it is. That's the new games don't have the hidden blade enough, which is upsetting. Hidden blade, it's even 15 years later, the hidden blade is dope as shit.
From this day forward,
I don't know why Ubisoft insists on doing like these short movies. Or at least in the presentations. If this was on YouTube or whatever, it'd be cool, but like, alright, cool, we get it. Mirage.
Well, will you look at that? Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Marriage.
And here to tell us more, it is Ubisoft Bordeaux's narrative director, Sarah Beaulieu. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. Sarah, we just had a little glimpse of Mirage. What can you tell us about this latest and very special Assassin's Creed adventure?
Well, indeed, it is special. We go back to the roots of the series. It's been 15 years, as you know, and we want to...
Yeah, you might have mentioned that like 5 or 7 times in the last few minutes.
...driven game. We've been focusing on stealth, parkour, and of course, assassinations.
Now, I've been
Yeah, you know the stuff that Assassin's Creed was known for. It's weird that you stopped doing that.
Yes, you're right. It's Basim. It's 20 years before Valhalla, so it's a young Basim that is going to be coming from a street thief to a master assassin.
Oh, fantastic. And so where does his kind of adventure begin?
Well, it begins in Baghdad. It's the beautiful, magnificent, vibrant city of
Again, I haven't
Baghdad
played
that you're gonna run
Valhalla,
through
but
the
it is
game.
very interesting
And
that this is
it's,
a prequel.
Yeah, it's a very dense city where you're going to meet
Because I believe the rumors were like,
That's amazing.
it's
I know
after?
Vinnie is me very
Or I
excited
don't
to
know.
explore Baghdad. So Sarah, what can you tell us that makes Mirage special to you specifically?
Well, to me, obviously, it's all about the story. So as you saw, we have a couple of charismatic characters, starting from Basim. So Basim is our lead character. We do have Russian that you spotted in the trailer. She's Basim's mentor. We also have a lot of historical characters, like in every Assassin's Creed, so political leaders, for example, but not just. We do have a couple of very, very interesting characters in there.
Well, what a setting and what history to get your teeth into, but we're obviously about exclusives here. Have you got any more?
Have you got any more?
Did you recognize the voice from the trailer?
I did, actually. Can I reveal it? Can I reveal the exclusive?
Yeah, if you know.
It was the Emmy-winning actress, wasn't it? Shorey
Yep.
Agdashlu.
It was.
It was.
Yeah, you got it right.
Good.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have her in the cast. She's gonna be.
That's cool.
portraying
She
Rock.
does good stuff.
She's gonna be the voice of.
She's got a very iconic voice.
We saw in the trailer actually, and the whole team is very, very glad to have her on.
She's fantastic.
Yeah,
Such a recognizable voice, which is why I recognized it, of course.
Well, and we were lucky enough to catch up with Shori earlier, and she had this very special message.
Hello, everyone. I am Shorey Agdashlu, and I'm thrilled to announce that
I'm not even gonna try pronouncing that.
as Sam's mentor in Assassin's Creed Mirage. When Ubisoft approached me to voice this character, I was immediately seduced by Roshan's strong personality and her backstory. She's a true warrior who fights for justice and protects her fellow hidden ones at all costs. She is loyal and honest, but keep her former self behind a shroud of mystery. And of course, the fact that she is a mature woman from Persian origins made her resonate even more with my own story and background. Playing such a
Her voice is so quiet.
is a unique opportunity that I could not miss. I hope you will love her as much as
I was just looking at the levels. I'm
It's a
like,
real
huh? She's not.
pleasure for me to
She's not
collaborate
picking
with
up.
the
So it's
Assassin's
probably just
Creed
silent
brand
for you guys.
and play
Whoops.
one of the main characters in such an anticipated lead.
I'm sure I can look it up later, but like,
I am wishing you
where's
all
Altair? Let's
a
be real,
happy
folks. Where's Altair?
15th anniversary. Thank you all. Yours sincerely, Shorey Agdashlu.
Dope.
What a nice message. What a recognizable voice as well, just instantly. And she seems thrilled to be part of this.
Yeah, I think she is, really.
That's good. A welcome addition to the Assassin's Creed world. So finally, obviously the question everyone wants to know, when
Next
are we
year.
gonna get our hands on Mirage?
Assassin's Creed Mirage is gonna be available in 2023.
Okay.
And if you
Cool.
pre-order now, you also get the exclusive 40 Thieves side quest. But it's not all. We also have a collector's case available for pre-order as well. It includes a figurine of Basim and other exclusive
Deluxe
surprises.
pass inspired by Prince of Persia.
Thank you, Sarah, for being with us today.
That's just
Thank you
mean.
very much. Yes, it looks fantastic. Right, we'll be dropping more exclusive news from the world of Assassin's Creed very shortly. But first, we wanted to celebrate the last 15 years of Assassin's Creed with you. Let's remind ourselves of some of the highlights and, of course, the impact of this groundbreaking series.
Out of the dark, you come into the light.
Oh, there is a hidden blade. Okay, well, I was lied to. God damn it, Internet. I can't trust you for anything.
Are you prepared to travel the Eagle's path?
Welcome aboard. Prizes, plunder, and adventure ahead.
We are all different, but our creed will unify us.
Chippy.
Do you regret your decision to live as an assassin for so long?
I do not remember making that decision.
Oh, so shout out to Connor. Connor gets too much undue crap. Connor, good boy. He's not a smart boy. He's stupid as hell, but he's a good boy.
What is a man but the sum of his memories? We are the stories we live, the tales we tell ourselves.
Poor Desmond. Rip.
Gentlemen, as is custom among our kind, we do not plunge headlong into folly on the orders of a single madman, but act according to our own collective madness.
From darkness we have come, and in darkness we shall stay.
I also need to play Liberation, because I bought that on the Switch. God, not at launch, but whenever 3 Remake came out, for that specific reason, because it's like, oh, it comes with Liberations. Still haven't played it. I'll get to it eventually, but... Oh, there goes the camera. Surprise. that did not happen sooner. Oh my god, this is a long one.
Well, so many memories there. Makes me want to just play through the whole series again.
Well, Danny, to continue the celebrations, we also have a new documentary out today, which gives a behind-the-scenes look at the last 15 years of Assassin's Creed. Let's take a sneak peek.
Okay, thank God. It's like, we're gonna play the whole thing right now! It's like, Jesus Christ.
For me, Assassin's Creed represents my whole video game in the career. It's really where I learned my job, where I grew in my
See, like, one of my biggest issues, whatever, this isn't the ranting about Assassin's Creed portion. One of my biggest issues with modern Assassin's Creed was I feel like they've taken the easy way out in terms of, I loved how the settings were very unique historical settings. It was like the Renaissance, the Middle East, the American Revolution, and whatnot. And then it just became like Assassin's Creed Pirate, Assassin's Creed Viking, Assassin's Creed Egypt, Assassin's Creed Greek. It became less unique and more just like, okay, well, what would be cool? And that's why, me personally, I am fine that Ubisoft never did Assassin's Creed Japan, because I feel like that is the obvious one. Everyone wants that, and because of that, it's just, it Ghost of Tsushima. I'm sorry, I don't know how you really make it more interesting. And I wanted them to legitimately do settings like World War I or modern day stuff, where it's like, how do you be an assassin in the modern day and keep stuff, you know, sneak around streets and cars and buildings and all this other stuff, or do stuff set in Africa or Brazil or like, that's why I was so excited about the Aztec one. I'm like, oh, that's a unique setting. That's pretty cool. And then no, they just went back to Middle East, which is fine. It's just, I prefer Assassin's Creed when they do unique, interesting stuff. Like, even I believe Chronicles is Russia in like the 1800s, which is you know, a very unique, specific location, compared to just like Assassin's Creed Cowboy, Assassin's Creed Pirate. Well, they already did that one, but I like it when Assassin's Creed gets weird more than just the cliche obvious answer.
Mastery challenges, and more recently, the roguelite Forgotten Saga. Today, I'm excited to announce that in a few months' time, we will also be launching the last chapter. So let's take an exclusive.
Did you say a few months' time? Whoops, I owe my roommate a beer. I was told it was September.
Odin, I feel you close. An uproar of memories, stretching far into the past. I have done all I can for my people. It is time to say goodbye and set forth for distant shores and new adventures.
Fascinating. Eivor grapples with Odin's memories in a way unfamiliar to me. Where will this new conflict take you, I wonder?
That dude didn't have an arm. How very Finley put the last chapter. And whatever, it's done. Who cares?
The last chapter is a free quest arc, which nicely ties up some of the storylines established throughout the game. We'll see Eivor reunite with some key characters, including some influential historical ones.
Cool.
We can't wait for you to experience it. Back to you, Danny and Alice.
Damn it.
Danny, are you ready for some more exclusives?
No, I'm not. No, I'm a little overwhelmed already, but please go on.
Okay, well,
Go on.
Our next guest can do just that. He's no stranger to the Assassin's Creed family, with a list of credits including creative director of Assassin's Creed Syndicate and producer of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm of course talking about Mark Alexi Pote.
We're already this deep in. I just.
Thank you, Alice. It's great to be here, and I love what you.
I assumed this was going to be like 2 games. It's crazy how they are legitimately doing a showcase within the showcase.
Well, at Ubisoft, our mission as a company, as expressed by Keith, is to enrich the lives of players. On Assassin's Creed, we have a very clear take on that mission. We want history to be everybody's playground as we immerse players into the richness of our shared past.
By adding fantasy stuff like all the Greek and underworld stuff.
Historical accuracy and contemporary codes like the Animus. And when you put all that together, it gives you the chance to embody iconic characters, to live powerful fantasies, all the while immersed in intriguing historical settings.
It's amazing. So how will Assassin's Creed evolve in the coming years?
Well, we're going to double down on our passion for history as we explore the past with courage. We strongly believe that history can be the most powerful and eye-opening source of entertainment. And our teams believe that history can help us better understand the world that we live in, as so many elements from the past still resonate with our present.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we're going to keep telling grand, epic stories so that viewers and players alike can feel the vertigo that only human history can bring.
I love the way you talk about history and about using history as a playground. What an incredible...
Like, I thought it was cool with that Odyssey had the museum mode. I just wish, I don't know. I feel like they've gone away from...
history to fuel the expansion of the franchise into new territories. So I'm very happy to announce today our very first open-world Assassin's Creed game for mobile. It will feature all the iconic
Here we go!
gameplay, but optimized for an experience on touch controls. And I just can't wait to tell you more about the story and the setting.
Let's take a look at the trailer.
If this is Infinity, I'm gonna fucking scream. Cool. Cool on still. No, that's pre-rendered. There's no way that's mobile. Codename Jade. Cool.
Well, look at that. A brand new
Also, why is it
Assassin's Creed
codenamed
game
Jade?
set in China. It looks amazing. Matt, can you tell us a little bit more about the features?
Well, for the first time in our open world games, you can create your own character. You'll get the chance to do things like parkour.
Okay, sorry. I was like, can you not do that in Valhalla? But I'm like, I guess you're playing as Eivor, so it's not your assassin.
The secrets of vastness of ancient China.
Well, that leads me to my next question. So, Mac, many of us know that a Netflix show is in development, and the community would like to know more. What else can you tell us?
Well, it's still early in development, but I can confirm that we are co-developing the Netflix series with Ubisoft Film and Television, Netflix, obviously, and an insanely talented showrunner, Jeb Stewart. It's going to be an epic, jar-bending, live-action adaptation of our video game series. But that's not the only thing we have in development with Netflix. We also have a new mobile game in development for their platform.
Bingo. Wait, they confirmed?
So you're doing quite a lot with Netflix. And just
I think they said that.
There's no reason for me to ask this. This is just curious. A lot of people want to know who's the director for that.
Why do you want to know?
No, I'm just that a lot of people have been tweeting in about that.
Well, we'll put this in on.
Oh, ha ha ha.
About that. In the meantime, let's take a look at the wider world of Assassin's Creed.
See, like, I know this was the hotness for a bit to do the concert, but this is one of those things, like, yeah, there's 2 or 3 songs. I don't know if I love Assassin's Creed enough to go to the concert. Just cause. Like, if I had time and money, sure, but podcast inspired by Assassin's Creed. Novel. The Magus Conspiracy. A webtoon sequel.
Well, the wider world of Assassin's Creed.
Creed the
Now,
Assassin.
look, we've had a lot of surprises today. I think that's fair to say. But in the grand tradition of surprises, Mac,
One more.
I think you might have saved the biggest one for last.
Well, Danny,
Infinity.
that's right. Believe it or not, I've got more things to show to you. So how about we take a leap of faith into the future together?
Let's take a look.
Come on, baby. Oh, I best. All right, you got me. Wait, codename Red?
Well, I think that's what you call big news, isn't it? I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there that I think, from your point of view, certainly the community, the fans have been asking for a long time. So, Mac, tell us more.
Well, this is codename Red, our next premium flagship title and the future of our open-world RPG games on Assassin's Creed. It is being developed by Ubisoft Quebec, the studio behind Assassin's Creed Odyssey, under the creative direction of Jonathan Dumont. It will let players explore one of their most awaited settings ever on the franchise, feudal Japan, and they'll live a very powerful shinobi fantasy.
I mean, people have been waiting for this for a long time, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
They certainly have, and now you brought it to them.
It's amazing.
Which is good, and you're slightly cruel in that you're teasing me with it. I very much want that. You mentioned some of the other studios. What's Montreal up to right now?
Well, we have our veteran team behind Assassin's Creed Valhalla in Montreal, the birthplace of Assassin's Creed, who's been hard at work on a new flagship title as well. It is being led by creative director Clint King, and is a very different type of Assassin's Creed game.
And I believe you may have brought us something that we can watch now.
Yeah.
Yes, here it is.
Okay. What are you doing? This better be a fucking RTS or something. Cause my main thing is like cool that you got the mobile one, and you got Red, which is so what is that another Odyssey? Like I just feel like even as an Assassin's Creed fan, this is a lot of shit. Cajun? Witch? The Salem Witch Trials.
Surprises just keep on.
See, that one's cool.
What can you tell us about this project?
Well, this is codenamed Hexay, and I can't wait for our fans to tear apart
Hexay.
that trailer and find out all its secrets.
Yeah, absolutely. And
It was 5 seconds, bro.
We've always got code names for stuff. There was it a year ago? There was codename Infinity.
Here we go.
Where are we with that?
Well, that's a great question, Danny, and I'm happy to give you a little bit more about Project Infinity today. Infinity is not a game per se. It's going to be the single entry point for our fans into the Assassin's Creed franchise into the future.
So are you saying that players will be able to explore their very own animus, kind of like a time machine?
Exactly, Alice. Infinity is going to be a hub that will unite all our different experiences and our players together in meaningful ways.
So, obviously that begs the question, if you're connecting players and there's more than one player, a lot of people will be thinking, are we talking multiplayer?
Well, Danny, it seems we can't hide anything from you.
You can't.
So we're actually investigating how we will bring back standalone multiplayer experiences into the Assassin's Creed universe.
That's fine.
All connected to the
two was cool.
Well,
but what the fuck is
extraordinary.
Infinity?
You must have a nap at some point, because you've all been very, very busy. So, thanks, Mac. Some major new developments there. I'm sure everyone at home can't wait to get involved. Thank you for joining us today and sharing all this incredibly exciting news.
Well, thank you, Danny. Thank you, Alice. It's been a pleasure to be here and to be finally able to share all these great things that we have coming for our fans.
So, to sum up, there are a lot of exciting things to look forward to. Let's remind ourselves of everything you can expect.
We did a lot of stuff, so let's just...
This year, we will see the release of the last chapter to Eivor's story in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Then in 2023, we'll see the release of the next big title, Assassin's Creed Mirage, set in Baghdad, and following the story of Basim from Street Thief to Master Assassin.
Then it's time for the long-awaited setting of feudal Japan with Assassin's Creed codename Red. And as Mac announced, there will also be a very different type of experience with Assassin's Creed codename Hexe.
And in the coming years,
Mobile.
we'll see the launch of the new platform, Assassin's Creed Infinity, connecting players to the games in a whole new
What?
But that's not all. We'll also see the launch of our first open-world game for mobile with Assassin's Creed codename Jade. And of course, the release of our live-action series in partnership with Netflix.
So, loads to come. But that, my friends, I'm afraid, is all we have time for today in this very special Assassin's Creed Anniversary Showcase. Now, before I get too comfortable in our hideout and end up slipping into my Ezio cosplay as normal, I just want to thank everyone for joining us today.
Well, no, I was going to say, haha, I like dressing up as my dead friend, but it's like, no, Ezio, I guess that's different. And he's gone! He disappeared, boom, like an assassin. Like an angel's kiss.
That's a very tricky question. We've seen so many amazing things. I'm going to pick a few.
Okay.
I would choose Mirage, the Netflix series, and also Feudal Japan. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Great. And for all of you at home, remember that you can pre-order Mirage now. In the meantime, you can jump back into Valhalla to prepare for Eivor's last chapter.
Which is exactly, Alice, what I'm going to do while we pass back to Ubisoft Forward.
Okay, this is the same presentation. Oh my god, I'm like, can I cut this, please? God damn it. Alright.
Neil, that was one hell of a show.
You can say that again.
That was one hell of a show.
I want popcorn now.
Well, that does it for this edition of Ubisoft Forward. We hope you enjoyed it. Yusuf, what are you looking for to play?
You know, we covered so many great games today. Can't wait to play them all.
Well, if you need our games featured today, head to our website at ubisoft.com. And remember to grab that free month of Ubisoft Plus. You won't want to miss it.
Thank you all for watching.
When you sign up with a credit card, blah, 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 I'm fucking dying. Oh, good grief. Yeah, so that was the crew too was there. What the hell? Okay, I've had too much coffee. I can't tell if it's like I'm having coffee withdrawals or that was boring as hell. I'm sure, bro. Brawlhalla wasn't there, was it? I don't know. I'm sure, you know, when you look at it on paper, you got, Division, like, they have, you can't say they didn't show games. There was plenty of games there. The big issue is just, like, it's been a while, you know, at the start I made that joke about, EA, and I feel like Ubisoft has kind of fallen into that pattern of, you know, Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six, Tom Clancy, and, you know, and then every now and again you get random other stuff. Like, oh, here's a rabbit, here's Valiant Hearts, here, this and that. Like, it's not that they don't have games, it's just that they've kind of stuck with the bread and butter, and I would like to see them expand a bit more. What the heck? Yeah, so I would like if they, where did it go here? Yeah, boom. Okay. Yeah, so, you know, they showed lots of good stuff. What they showed, it did not need to be an hour and a half long. I know they didn't do an E3 presentation, and that's how long Microsoft's thing was, but that's one console doing multiple studios. This was just... this was... Again, I still love Ubisoft. I think... They're doing the mobile... What is it? They're doing mobile... not Resident Evil. They're doing the mobile... Division and Rainbow Six and Assassin's Creed, and it's like they're offering lots of good quality games. I'm sure these games are going to be good. They're not just putting out shovelware. They are making games for the mobile platform, and they're trying to make it good. But the only reason they're doing mobile is because mobile is such a huge market that it's not necessarily like, oh, hey, we have a game for mobile that we want to make. It's, okay, how do we put Assassin's Creed onto mobile? How do we put Rayman onto mobile? How do we put For Honor onto mobile? And that's where the Division comes from, where, the Division, where it's very much a case of, like, okay, Ubisoft is just doing all of this for money. Like, you know, if hypothetically VR took off more, I guarantee we would have Assassin's Creed VR, Division VR. And that's where Ubisoft kind of just, it's the love-hate. We're like, look, I get you're doing this for business. Clearly, this is making money for you guys. Whoop, that thing just popped right off. But I don't know. I can't say I hated this because it's not necessarily what I want. There was no get hype like, whoa, they're doing that. Like, even Assassin's Creed stuff aside, I'm just, again, it's been 15 years. I'm burnt out on Assassin's Creed to an extent. And, again, that's why I've taken time off from the other ones. And I do want to get back into Assassin's Creed. I want that next, like, sink my teeth. Like, yeah, this is going to be it. And I am excited for the Japan one. But yeah, that presentation was way too long, and at the end of the day, like, I feel like, I guess next year they just need to do a big one, because I feel like it's just gonna happen. Like, okay, here's an update on Assassin's Creed. Here's the new Riders Republic stuff. Here's the new Just Dance. Like, they don't have any. They have what works for them, and they're kind of just doubling down and tripling down. And again, they don't rush out their products. It's not like, oh, we gotta whatever, like slap a year on the thing. Like the the Just Dance streaming service looks pretty in depth. It looks like, if you were just a casual and you only played that, it would give you a lot of content. Rocksmith Plus looks cool. Like, I have not seen anything in this presentation that looks bad, that looks awful. Like, wow, you just pumped it out, especially if you compare it to their DS stuff, where it's like My Fashion or My Baby or My Nurse or My Cooking, like just clear shovelware games. None of these stuff is clever shovelware games, but also you can tell that it was all just made for profit. Just, what's gonna get the biggest return, streaming services and subscriptions and add-ons and things of that sort. And I kind of want Ubisoft to go back to how they were when I fell in love with them during the PS2, PS3, where you had Prince of Persia, Assassin's Creed, Beyond Good and Evil. You had single player, you had multiplayer, you had this and that, you had weird game. Like, I don't know, and I understand Ubisoft is not EA. Ubisoft is not Activision. They are, small on the relative scale of things compared to the other, multi-studio companies. But yeah, I don't know. Just see, that's the thing. I don't think unless they start putting out bad games, then I'll be done with Ubisoft. But as long as they make good games, I can't really get mad at them. And so that's why I have this love-hate with them. But I'm going in circles. I'm coffee deprived, so I'm gonna go fix that. But yeah, if you want to follow me, all the usual places, like it says on screen, at Viral Vinnie on Twitter, on Instagram, Viral Vinnie Show on Facebook, viralvinnieshow@gmail.com.